At yan po ang ating mga protagonists sa larong ito for Cafe fans. Abundo, Villahermosa, Ibondo, Manlangit, Arin. Sa kabila po naman, Diputado, Havilona, Perez, Salem, and Alejandro. At gaya ng nasabi namin, top of the coverage, walang Alfred Aroga para sa National University.
And you see the difference right away. Dahil nga doon, alam nila na si Ibondo na sa kabila, sa Cafe fans. So naka-zone defense lang kaagad ang BDO NU team to start this game.
First dibs, Arin with a miss. Takbo ang white shirts and Salem wanting to save that ball pero natawagan siya ng last touch.
Risky pass doon by Alejandro. Medyo dalawang bantay doon kay Salem and sprint back sa defense yung Cafe France. So good transition defense there.
So nagtatalo kami dito ni Coach Charles Tio kung anong kulay ng Cafe France. We will go with blue.
Blue.
Okay. Sa kabila, so parang may shade of violet.
Okay.
Sa kabila, immaculate white for BDO. Abundo, wala pa rin yung kanilang 3 ball.
Good boxing out there by Perez on Ibondo. He's gonna have to work very hard today kasi nga siya yung isang big man halos ng NU team to try and match up with Ibondo.
Alejandro, natawagan ng traveling violation.
2 turnovers in 50 seconds.
Hindi ako magtataka, Coach Charles, kung hanggang sa second game, third game, even fourth, kung meron pa rin butterfly in their stomachs itong mga to. Remember, this is a step closer to the PBA.
Yes, and it's challenging for them. They're playing up against guys na mas matatanda sa kanila. Of course, yung Cafe France may mga bata rin. But that was just too easy by Ibondo. You have to provide more resistance. But you can see that NU, they want to run. And then post po nga si Coach Eric before the game. This is just preparation for them. They're a young team. May mga recruits pa yan na paakyat rin sa team niya pero hindi lang kasali pa dito.
At ginagamit nga, mina-maximize ng Bakers ang kanilang edge. Ibondo, underneath, scoring the first 2 points ng ating laro. Abundo naman, Kinross Court, Villahermosa, shot clock, baba sa 6. Short 2, it's good.
Joseph Manlangit
goes to Joseph Manlangit.
He had a solid game also for Cafe France in their win over the Atlas. I'm talking about Manlangit.
Sabi nila, yan daw ang duo, Manlangit and Ibondo. Good passing, Perez underneath, and credit goes also to Max for finding Perez underneath.
Ang ganda ng pass ni Salem. Actually, yung pass ni Alejandro sa kanya, medyo mabagal, medyo pataas. Oh. Dahil nga, ano si Ibondo, what a touch pass. And that was strong enough. Cut there. Perfect execution by...
Bonus free throw for Tristan Perez.
Tristan Perez, medyo malaki yung pupunan niyang espasyo ngayon sapagkat wala nga si Aroga. 3-point play, nakompleto ni Perez at 4-3 ang ating score. Lamang pa rin ang Bakers ng isa.
Ngayon, naka 2-2-1 press naman sila after that free throw and they'll probably drop down to a zone.
Ibondo, bigay kay Abundo. Shot clock, baba sa 12. Bar. Going inside, there's a whistle. And that will earn Villahermosa 2 free throw shots.
Putting foul number 11,
Another player na abangan dito para sa Cafe France.
2 free throws for Mar Villahermosa.
Against the Aguilas, grabe yung kumpiyansa niya ng laro na yun. And you know, we know he's a very good outside shooter and he can really score for Cafe France. So,
Paul Samar giving the end for Oliver
very
Fabio.
careful when playing Hermosa, lalo na naka-zone sila. But you see the adjustment of Cafe France. Put in another shooter, realizing that this BDO team is gonna just stay in a zone against him. You know, see Samar is now in the game.
Early substitution. Arim sits down. At pasok nga si Samar. Isa lang naipasok ni Villahermosa. 5-3 ang ating score. Bakers up by 2. Salem. Shot clock baba sa 15. Perez will try from the outside. And that shot will go in.
Nag-lock siya doon ni Ibondo, daring him to shoot from outside. Of course, Perez obliges. Of course, Perez was also a former National University player. They just asked for him to join them in this team.
All 5 points ng BDO nanggaling dito kay Perez. Pero wala yata nagbantay kay Manlangit. Going strong to the basket.
2 free throws for Joseph Manlangit.
Agad-agad nakabawi na yung kalaban mo. At least nakakuha ng foul dito si Manlangit.
Oras po natin, 7:26, chapter number 1. Ito po ay, kung di ako nagkakamali, pang-4 na playing date na po ng inyong PBA D-League Aspirants Cup.
Tama.
Kung saan 9 teams tayo. Tama, no? Kasamang
Yes,
Charles.
9 teams.
Isa lang matatanggal.
Oo, isa lang matatanggal. And twice to beat nga yung top 4 sa quarterfinals round.
At ang mabigat dyan, kung magkaroon man ng tie, walang playoff na mangyayari
Wala. Quotient system.
ng
That's why
PBA ang gagamitin
importante talaga to play to the very end.
until the final buzzer. Here we go. NU with the ball. Perez, the bright spot. Oh, that's right. Took steps.
Good call there.
Referee Obina calling that a violation kontra dito kay Tristan Perez. Ball goes back to the Bakers. Swinging the ball. Zamar, hindi yan gun shy. Bakit hindi? It's a free.
Kaya yung binabanggit natin kanina, kaya siya nandyan for that zone defense. They want an extra shooter and his very first shot shows why.
Biggest lead for the Bakers at 6. 11-5 ang ating score. Salem at the corner. He can hit that.
Yes.
Tama nga.
Matthew
Of
Salem,
course,
3.
transfer yan. Naglaro yan para sa De La Salle Green Archers before transferring to National University, and that's what he can do. Parang stretch 4 yan, cheeky.
11-8 our score. Baba sa tatlo kalamangan ng Bakers. Abundo, bigay kay Zamar. Back to Alvin. Paul has it. At si Paul naman ang matatawagan ng traveling violation. Alam na niya eh. And that's a deadly combo. Abundo and Zamar. Partner, the 9 teams na magsasalpukan.
Yep, here you see Cafe France, defending champions once
Yes.
again, partnered with CEU. But we also have other schools, other teams that have school base, like from UP,
Bago yan.
yes, URS Gemini, of course the BDO National University, and the Phoenix FEU team.
And the Mindanao Aguilas.
Joseph Manlangit.
Teams na abangan. Meantime, Manlangit has
Bilis
5
na naman.
points.
Again, after a basket, right away. Attacking, so Manlangit very active to start this game.
13-11. Bakers up by 2. Nico to Matthew.
So,
Zamar will bring the ball down. Kaharap si Diputado. Bigay nila kay Abundo. Mar will try again. It's too much muscle behind the shot. Sa kabila, si Perez. Shot block, baba sa 15. JJ with the ball. There's a whistle.
yes, good call. Nakahawak si Manlangit kay Perez, not allowing
Reporting
him
foul, number 15, Joseph
on that
Manlangit.
screen.
13-11 is our
Timeout,
score.
Cafe
Naman na
France.
ang Cafe France. 5:14 remaining in the first quarter. May timeout po tayo. We'll be right back.
You're watching the PBA D-League here on Action TV. It is amazing how much can be accomplished when no one cares who gets the credit. Yan ang words of wisdom ni Coach Egay Macaraya sa Cafe France before facing BDO NU today. Sabi kasi niya, sa unang laro nila, despite getting the win, he felt like every single person on the team was just trying too much to do things on their own. So he felt like he needed to remind them to work as one team. Ang utos niya ngayon para sa kanyang koponan, to lessen their turnovers and to not hesitate when taking the three. Balik sa inyo.
Ganda ng report. Maraming salamat, Carla. Parang ano rin yun. Parang yung Alaska Aces. Ano? We, not me.
Oh,
It takes 2 to tango. It takes 5 to play a basketball game.
and why not? You can see naman yung sa lineup nila. Daming magagaling dyan. Dami talaga nagpo-contribute para sa kanila eh.
At pagkasabi mo doon, Paul Zama, pangalawang 3-point shot for the game.
And you look at the ball movement of that zone defense. A lot of players touching that ball before it ended up with Paul Zaman.
So balik sa limang kalamangan ng Cafe France, 16-11. BDO with the ball. Nico, oh, that's a great shot coming from Capelona.
Tough shot. Good defense already by Marvilla Hermosa there, but you know, that's a talented play.
First 2 points for Javelona. Baba sa tatlong kalamangan ng Cafe France. Binabanggit natin, good ball movement itong Cafe France, pero hindi sila makahiwalay dito eh. Sa National University, every time they do something, people like Javelona will answer back.
Oh, this is also a good team naman to BDO and new team. I mean, it's not like mahina lang naman sila na team.
Oo.
I think they're a solid team. They're going to be one of the contenders also, I feel, especially when Aroga comes back and starts playing for them.
May fresh pair of legs tayo dito for Cafe France. Samboy De Leon is in the game. Meantime, they're moving the ball around. Manlangit inside. Actually, a good execution. Di na pumasok.
Oh, Good look and good boxing out there. Nice rebound by Salim. Salim also now in the ballgame for NU, as is Tancinco off the bench.
So may mga tongue twisters pala tayo dito. No? May
Oo nga
Salim at Salem, may Ebondo at Abundo.
Yeah.
Hindi tayo magkakamali dyan. Ha?
But the nice pick and roll again by Javelona. Not good pick and roll defense by Cafe France. Too easy there. You gotta put up more resistance.
Zamar mula sa corner, fouled by Salim. That means 3 free throws ang pupunta dito kay Paul Zamar.
Not a good foul there by Salim, especially a good shooter like Paul Zamar. Ito yung sinasabi ko, sa pool si Zamar sa screen na yun, and Ebondo did not show. So Javelona had that driving lane, and still it was a tough finish.
And that was a 4th point of Javelona. Meantime, pumasok na itong free throw ni Zamar. Dalawang sunod. He has 8 points at 3 ang kalamangan ngayon ng Cafe France. Maring maging 4 pag maipasok ni Paul itong pangatlong free throw niya. 3:48 to go, chapter 1. Walang rebounder, so 3 of 3.
Kumpiyansa eh. Well, that's 9 points already
Parang
for
Charles
him.
Chu lang, ano?
Hindi. Sa akin kailangan maraming rebounder.
9 points for Zamar.
In just 4 minutes of play.
Wow.
Efficient.
Cedric Labing-isa, ipanasok na rin dito. Balas po po yan ng BDO National University. 1915, Coach Egay Macaraya. Yung nireport nga kanya ni Carla. Wanting his team to enjoy and make sure that they play their roles. Meantime, JJ against Rod. Salim, extra pass underneath. Oh, great execution. And Cedric will score his first 2 points.
Just in the nick of time. Had to float that really high. Otherwise, mapapalpal siya ni Ebondo. But the BDO NU team have been attacking Ebondo on those pick and rolls. He's been showing okay, but medyo matagal siya bumalik sa tao niya pagkatapos kaya nalilibre.
Zamar.
Nagmintis rin.
At si Cruz. Fresh pair of legs again. Will get that rebound. At may pito tayo mula sa ating mga referee. Sabi ni referee Upina. Sino?
Oh, I think they're calling it on Carl Bryan Cruz instead.
So si Brian Cruz ang natawagan.
Oh, take a look at that floater by Labing-isa. Yep, the ball will go for BDO NU.
So 19-17 is our score. Pagkakataon dito ng BDO, maitabla to sa 19. O makalamang 5, they hit a 3.
Debut for JJ Alejandro.
Casino is in, number 11. Ngayon din naman sa kabila. Debut, also in for BDO.
Pati na rin si Ronyo, who's the oldest player, former player rin yan ng National University Bulldogs. He's still with their squad now.
Salim. They go to Cedric. Shot clock mabasa 10. Shot clock down to 5. Ronyo with the ball. Where will he go? Down to 3. Yu. And I think that's a 4-second shot clock violation.
Great defense there by Cafe France. May mga switch, but everybody moving their feet and forcing that violation.
Baker sub by 2. We'll be right back. Babalik po ang inyong PBA D-League Aspirants Cup dito po sa YNARES Sports Arena. Kami yung napapanood sa Action TV. Samboy will miss that gimme. Babalik ang bola dito sa BDO. Cedric. Uy, gumapang palog yun.
Nice floater again by Labing-isa. This time going to his left. Had an open teammate to his right, but decided to take matters into his own hands. But when you make the shot, it's okay. A great hustle by Salim. This time, finally foiling Cafe France. Kanina, they were able to attack right away after NU scores, but not this time.
Third deadlock of the game at 19 at yung kiskisan sa pagitan ni Salim at ni De Leon. Matatawagan ng foul sa Samboy. National University will keep possession with 17 on their shot clock. Cedric. Nakayu ang bola. Ronyo with the leather. Shot clock, wala nang 10 segundo. Down to 5. At si Brian Cruz matatawagan ng kanyang pangalawang foul. Tama ba? O si Ebondo?
Zamar.
Paul Zamar.
But I like what NU did there. Kanina, nag-switch sila nung pick and roll, nag-switch na punta si Ebondo kay Ronyo. Na-pick
Yes.
up niya bola, walang nangyari. Ngayon, nakita nila, oh, nagsiswitch kayo. So, binigay kagad nila kay Tansinko, who had the smaller Paul Zammer on him. Attack.
Joseph Nelson coming in for Rodrigo Bondo. Iran Heruda for Paul Samar.
And if I'm not mistaken, ngayon lang lumamang ang National University.
Yes, tama.
2019. Maaaring ang mga dyan sa dalawa kung maipasok ni Tansinko ang second free throw. It's up. And it's good. First 2 points of Tansinko. At lamang ng dalawa ang NU, 21-19. May pressure. Nabilitawan dito ang BDO na nabasag naman ng Cafe France. Shot clock, baba sa 11. De Leon has it. Casino. Ibinigay pa ang bola. Cruz inside. Oh, that's a good play from the Bakers.
Nice creation also by Heruda, driving, drawing 2 defenders, and then dishing it off. Cruz.
Fourth deadlock of the game at 21. Lob pass. Napasa ni Samboy. Blue shirts on the run. 3 ball for Casino. That's strong. At yung pasa, yung save na kuha ni Yu. Ronyo inside. Tansinko. Panggaan sa loob. Oh, that's a miss.
The game is picking up the pace of the game. At least takbo ng takbo itong mga ito ngayon.
Samboy. 3 ball. Inalog yan. So miss after miss.
Oo.
Pero gusto ko yung pace.
Ako rin. At least tumatakbo sila. Quick shots too.
Half a minute remaining sa ating first quarter. Dave for 3. Back rim. Pero meron silang panibagong pagkakataon dito with 10 on the shot clock. Oh! Mali yung pasa ni Ronyo na agaw ng Bakers.
They should opt for the last shot.
Oras natin babada lang sa 15.
And you with 1 foul to give still. Let's see if they're going to recognize it.
Heruta asking for a screen. Binigay kay Casino. Inside to Celso. Cruz has it. Tapigan ng bola. Tumingin sa oras, silabing isa. At matatapos ang first quarter. Tabla
At
ho
the end
tayo
of the first quarter,
sa 21. Mapagal ang umpisa ng first quarter. Pero towards the end, pumikap na. Nag-umpisa yan. Rod Ebundo muscling his way in. Scoring the first 2 points. But people like Nico Havilona ayaw magpatalo din ito from BDO National University. But the great passing of the men in blue ang sinasandalan ngayon ng Cafe France. We are tied at 21. We'll be right back.
second quarter.
So, umpisa na po ang second quarter, Coach Charles. Natapos tayo 21 all. Sabi natin parang may slight edge itong Cafe France with Ebundo there. Pero parang hindi pinapansin ng National University yung pagkawala ni Alfredo Roga.
Oh, they're going in their zone defense. They're making them work hard talking about Cafe France. So, pinapahirapan na si Ebundo. It's not like they're just going to let Ebundo take advantage of his height against them. So, team effort so far for NU. They deserve a lot of credit because, at one point, ano na yung Cafe France.
At Brian Cruz, kahit na may dalawang foul yan, patuloy na maganda nilalaro dito. May 4 points na yan. At balik ang kalamangan sa Bakers. Baseline drive, nabutatan ni Cruz. Tatakbo muli ang blue shirts. Walang preno-preno.
Sayang, ganda ng pasa. Nilaping isa kay Ron. Yung should have shot it.
De Leon, another missed three.
Oh, open look. And De Leon, we've seen him. This guy can shoot also.
Cedric. Tight pass.
Should be a foul on side. Pero yung pick and roll ng NU, okay yun eh. Kanina pa nila may nakuha sila. Pero yun, medyo sa masikip yung pass nila. Kasi medyo pinili
Tristan
nila.
Perez coming in for Ralph Tansinko. Pau Havilona for Robin Rondo.
Are you a fan
Rondo for Cedric coming
of
inside.
the ball screen, two-man play, or are you a fan of the screen away, more of a motion?
Ako, I like both.
You like both?
In transition, I like that early screen na hindi pa nakaset yung defense.
Okay.
Tapos pag walang nangyayari, depende on the player.
Sa situation,
Oh, if I have a great shooter, I like a down screen, di ba?
Oh,
Kung may magaling kang shooter, mga tipong Gary David sa
Para
PBA.
lumibre.
Oo. Kung hindi, if you have a great ball handler, mga Terence Romeo, Stanley Pringle, let's put them in the pick and roll.
Well said, well said. So dito, we're different looks. And you have to salute the different pointers. Diputado, Casino, Labinsa. They know what to call, when to call it. At yung mga abangan ng mga coaches.
Oo. Pero titignan rin natin itong Cafe France. Kasi NU ngayon, up till now, from the start of the game, they've just been in the zone defense. I haven't seen any man-to-man defense on them. So hindi siguro tatakbo ng Cafe France yung mga usual man-to-man sets nila. But they're doing a good job moving the ball in the zone and also penetrating, drawing the defense and drop pass. Nakita natin sa mga highlights natin a couple of times.
So, kaya bumabato ang mga Samboy de Leon from the outside. Because yun yung nakukuha nilang opportunities with that zone defense of NU. Great breakdown of that mga defense ang binabato ng NU. Meantime, bola ngayon ng NU. Entry pass, tapped out by Casino. Nangihinayang si Perez.
Sayang Hindi pa rin nasana siya. Mas mataas lang yung pasa na yun. Credit Casino for battling him on the post. So, and you're still trying to make Cafe France pay every time they're gonna switch.
Sabi nila, no, walang malaking nakapupuwing. So, itong si Casino, kahit na maliit ito, papalagit. And I'm speaking from the side of the guards. Kami mga maliliit.
But not everybody is as tough as
Javelona on the free throw line. Nico. 8-11 ang ating orasan. Lamang ng dalawang Cafe France. Babayan sa isa dahil sa free throw ni Nico Javelona. May pangalawa pa. Wala, weird. Ayun, ito. 24 anyos.
Wala nang playing years yan. But you know, he had a good career for NU. Had one championship with them in the UAP. And ito, napakita niya that, you know, okay, or at least he's trying to show that maybe he can play in the next level, which is the PBA. And that's why he's still playing for them here in the D-League and getting a good opportunity.
6 points for this Ilonggo player, Nico Javelona. Galing Bacolod. Heruta. Hitting that 3.
3 points na rin. Ang Cafe France, the only one to hit for them has been Paul Zamar. So that's a big welcome sign for them.
Pangatlong 3-point shot yan kung tama ang bilang ko for Cafe France sa larong ito.
For Zamar and that last shot. But look at him again, battling for that ball. Itong si Casino.
26-23 is our score. Tatlong abanda ng Cafe France. So I like itong exchanges nila. Maaring may mga errors, miscues, pero ang dali bumawi. Itong two teams natin dito. Diputado. They go to Javelona. Javelona. Out to JJ. Great pass. Great hit.
That's what Ebono does. Javelona thought, okay, nakasaksak na ako. Biglang nakita si Ebono. Teka, hanap muna ng kakampi. But Alejandro at the right place at the right time. And credit those two players. Again, awesome two-sum nga natin for making that play happen.
Pang-anim na deadlock sa 26. Opiso. Casino back to Opiso. They go down low to Rod. Ebondo off the glass. Wala yan. Empty possession. Balik ang bola sa white shirts. Perez. And that's a traveling violation.
Didn't catch the ball. May masyado nang iniisip ang next move niya. Hindi pa niya nasasalo yung bola. He's catch the ball first. Second time na yan, natawagan ng traveling.
Ganda nung ginagawa ni Tristan. He's staying out para ilure si Rod palabas.
And nakashoot siya ng perimeter jumper kanina. So I'm sure Rod would think twice also about just totally leaving him wide open.
Balik ang bola sa Bakers. Tabla tayo sa 26. Binasag yan. Si Brian Cruz.
First points na ngayon. Cruz off the bench. So quality finish for him. Ganda naman ang galaw niya dito.
Bonus free throw for Brian Cruz.
Muntik mawala yung bola. He recovered it. Very calm about it. Pinihitan si Perez. And may bonus free throw pa. Doon makikita na sa level under the PBA, people like Brian Cruz, pwede mong sabing humihinog na yun. Getting ripe for the big league.
Of course, this guy came off a knee injury rin, so it's good to see him at least playing at this level again, di ba?
Yung mga nasa level niya, yung mga may kumpiyansa na, talking about people like Parillagas.
And I'm sure he still has dreams of playing the PBA. That's why he's here. Players
on the floor. Para po sa Cafe France on your screens right now. And they have possession. Great pass by Cruz underneath. Ebondo will make sure of that. He has 6 points.
That's why you want to put the ball in the middle of that zone defense where Cruz was. Great cut also by Ebondo. Saktong-sakto yung timing. A nice speed there.
Lamang na 5 ang Bakers. 21, 26. That's a big block coming from the big guy. 6:02 remaining, and I like this very nice gesture by Rod.
Okay lang. Nakapalpal siya eh.
Pagkatapos kang palpalin, tutulungan ka niya.
Hindi na lang kawawa. Nabangga kasi niya pagkatapos. But again, and you going to that switch on a mismatch on the post, but this time, the help defender of Cafe France is there and really made sure there was no shot.
And even if nasupalpal dun si Perez, I like the idea of mixing it up.
Oo.
Susubok ka. Sa kabila, obviously, hirap pang National University in guarding Ebondo underneath. He has 8 points.
I like what Ebondo did there. Wow, what a play by Javelona. Grabe naman yun.
Basket counts for
Hindi
Paul
talaga
Javelona.
ni Nico Avelona.
Number 4,
When you look at him, parang tahimik lang. But when he puts the ball on the
Time out
floor,
BDO,
ready to go
University.
against the tallest player of Cafe France, that's a basket. May bonus free throw pa for Nico Avelona. Samantala sa kabila, height is mine for Rod Ebondo. We'll be right back.
You're still watching the PBA D-League here on Action TV. Pag titingnan natin ang lineup ng NU-BDO, masasabi talaga natin that they have the potential to be one of the top teams dito sa D-League. Pero sabi ni Coach Eric Altamirano, they aren't rushing things dahil marami daw sa kanila ay rookie pa pagdating sa isang semi-pro league. Medyo naninibago pa sila, especially when it comes to playing against more veteran players. But their main goal is to really maximize the potential of each player and to work on their team chemistry. Balik sa inyo.
Maraming salamat, Carla. Yung team chemistry, importante yan. Parang sa atin sa coverage team, may chemistry. At gusto ko lang sabihin, parang blooming ngayon. Ano?
Oo nga.
Si Carla Lizardo. Ayan. Matanong natin mamaya. 5.5 remaining here in the second. Casino, step back, jumper. Wow, it's good. Pailin si Nico.
Tough shot. Step back, going to his left. Nakaliwete siya. Gets it to drop. May challenge. So, okay na yung defense ni Javelona doon. But talking about chemistry for NU, actually, I like the way they're playing. To be honest, they're moving the ball very well. Nagkakaamuyan sila, basically.
Kumbaga yung nangyari doon sa eksena ng Casino and Javelona, galing na one-on-one play lang na ginawa nito si Casino. And Nico knew it.
Yes.
Kaya sinubukan niya bawiin agad sa kabila. Pero nasaraduhan siya ng pinto. But kanila pa rin ang bola. Alejandro, wild shot. Balik ang bola sa Bakers.
Of course, it's a 6-point lead right now. But the biggest difference for Cafe France is that guy. May nagkakashooting na, di ba? Transition 3.
Pagkatapos kumayod ng 8 points sa loob, pinakitaan tayo ng long shot from Rainbow Country. Salem will try to get it back. That's a miss. Casino. Acknowledging Ebondo underneath. 13 puntos para sa higanting ito.
And the best thing about Ebondo is that he runs the floor a lot.
Oh, yes.
Pag-challenge niya, siya tumatakbo. Ilang beses na siya yung nauna pa sa fast break. Twice he's been rewarded with the layup because of that.
Biggest lead for Cafe France at 11, 40-29. We'll be right back. Babalik po ang inyong PBA D-League Aspirants Cup dito po sa lungsod ng Pasig sa YNARES Sports Arena. Checky Reyes po kasama si Coach Charles Q para po sa inyong panel sa araw na ito at ang aming courtside reporter, of course, Carla Lizardo para makompleto ang aming trio. Meantime, NU with the ball, Diputado, binigay dito kay Perez, baba sa 5 shot clock. Diputado, kick out, Javelona for 3, almost but not quite. At last touch ang itatawag kay Tristan Perez.
Samboy Delegon coming in from Mike Cruz. Mars winning a toss out for John Casino.
Habol ng habol sa lahat. But that's still a good look for Javelona.
And kanina pa umi-score ito eh. So good recognition.
Oh. Look at the shooting in the second quarter. Grabe.
Wow.
Percentage of Cafe France, 8 out of 10.
Is it because marami rin kasi silang
Layups.
Oo, di ba?
Meron din. Transition.
Pero mga jump shots kasi nyo na well guarded.
Oo, tough shot. Make that 9 out of 10.
Aaron Heruta for 3.
Maganda gising ni Aaron Heruta. He has 6 points. But more than that, biggest lead na po ito ng Cafe France at 14, 43-29. Well read by Heruta. Ang pasa ni Salem. Pasa ni Ebondo. Naagaw. Heruta. karera ng mga mabibilis to. At ang last touch, si Alejandro.
Sayang, that's the second time that NU has thrown a ball away in the fast break.
Nakangiti doon si Ernie Ruta, parang nakatakas yata ng konting hawak.
Oo, medyo.
That's part of the game.
Yes.
You can get away with it.
Style mo kasi ganun kung naglalaro ka, Chiki.
Kita mo na, papunta na ako sa iyo din. Bondo with a miss.
It should be a foul at Villahermosa.
Malaman natin. Tama, kay Manny tatawag
Who's
ng
got foul number
foul.
4?
Nagsasorry ka agad si Abundo. Alam niya that was a tough shot and a force. Pero kung na-shoot na yun, ewan ko na lang.
Call someone for Aaron Giruda.
After hitting his first attempt earlier, diba? Parang gusto niya sumubok. Pero nakita ko si Coach Ekay, parang hindi yata ganun na natuwa. Because he's been doing the damage inside.
Yes. So, it was a pull-up. May bantay siya. One dribble to his left pull-up. Kung set, catch and shoot na libre. Okay.
Agree. 3:03 remaining second quarter. At si Alvin
Pushing
yata
foul, the number 14, Alvin
matatawagan ng foul. That's right. Another tough point
14
guard
seconds on the shot clock.
para sa Cafe France.
Physical din siya maglaro.
Javelona bigay dito kay Alejandro. JJ with a floater. Wala. Samboy.
That's what Ibondo does again. Made him shoot that shot higher. Problema, he had a teammate
There's one foul, number 7, JJ Alejandro.
si Tancinco. Simpleng drop pass lang sana.
Timeout Cafe France.
Under 3 minutes remaining, ang Bakers abante po ng 14, 43 to 29 here in the second quarter. We'll be right back. Back here at the YNARES Sports Arena para po sa second quarter action ng Cafe France at BDO. Under 3 minutes remaining sa ating first half at lamang pa rin ang 14 ang Bakers. 43 to 29. Hindi na po ang bola. Villahermosa. Siya naghahain ng lamesa. Nilabas kay Samboy. De Leon off the wrong foot. Almost.
Kanina pa minamalas ng si De Leon.
At natapik ni Bondo itong pagdidribble ni Javelona. On the other side, Samboy will try again. Back-to-back misses by Samboy. Oh, great pass by Nico to JJ.
And that's a fast break. Picture perfect fast break. No dribbles. Pass, pass, pass. Easy layup. Ang ganda rin ang pass niya ni Javelona.
Baba sa 12 ang abante ng Cafe France. 43-31. Zamar. Out to De Leon. Samboy with a fake. Trying to fish for a foul kay Salem. Walang tinawag.
Forcing benefit there is De Leon. He's taken 3 shots. Sunod-sunod.
Matthew. Bigay dito kay Nico. 14 to shoot. Masyadong mataas yung pasa para kay Salem.
Rankers coming in for
Turnover
Samboy.
niya. Maybe their 13th turnover already. If I'm not mistaken, that's just too many. A couple of those also on the fast break when instead of getting a layup, he turned the ball over. And it could be a much closer game than the 12-point deficit that they're facing right now.
Maganda yung intention ni Tancinco.
Oo.
Athletic naman
Kanina,
si
may
Matthew.
nakuha silang mga ganun eh.
That's right.
Pero kala niya ata si Aroca yung pinapasahan niya.
Nasanay, ano? Big man. Zamar, never gone shy. It's a good line for Paul.
Yan yung sinasabi mo kanina, down screen for him to get him open. Ngayon kasi nag-man-to-man na itong NU team.
Javelona, tinan mo yun, Coach Charles. Hindi tumalon si Bondo, pero naiba
Oo.
yung approach
And
ni
that's his
Javelona.
presence. After blocking a shot already, changing a couple of shots, you always think twice.
Diputado using the glass. First 2 points of the game at naibaba ang kalamangan dito ng Cafe France sa 10, 43-33. Alvin. Naka-match up si Diputado. Shot clock baba sa 10. At si Diputado
natamaan sa mukha.
Pilit na mo.
Tado his first
Tingnan mo, di ba?
on NU
Tough
BDO.
player talaga si Alvin Abundo.
Oo.
14 seconds on the shot clock.
One more look here. Yun. O, sa pool nga naman.
Problema, nakita yung rep na sa likod. Hindi yun yung nakita niya. Yung hawak yung nakita niya doon.
Ebondo. Nope. But he'll go to the free throw line.
Hirap talaga bantayan itong si Ebundo. Galing niya. Makakasaksak siya from outside like that. Very quick and goes hard.
2 free throws for Rodrigo.
Admittedly, ano, pag magkasabay sila ni Alvin, you have to be clear. Abundo,
Oo nga eh.
Ebondo.
I leave that up to you.
Pero yung Salem Salim, okay na tayo doon.
Oh, medyo. Pwede ba first name na ng tawag natin sa kanila?
Meantime, 2 for 2. Sa huling trip ni Ebondo, he has 15 points. And if I'm not mistaken, 10 dun sa 15 niya. Sa loob, isang press, dalawang free throw.
Yep.
A little bit of everything.
Galing mo mag-match yun ah.
Diba? Inaabangan natin talaga yan eh. Oh, that's an air ball for JJ. Blue shirts on the run. Zama, hard drive from the baseline. It's good. And Alejandro will be called the foul.
Di pa ready si Alejandro doon. Nice forward pass also by Abundo. Tama ba? Abundo. Look at that.
Abundo,
Forward
that's
pass.
right.
Recognizing Samar. Took advantage. Bukas na lang si Alejandro doon. Closing out pa. So, inatake niya yung baseline.
I love it when the guards like Paul Zamar, yung konting bangga to create space
Oo.
para maka-operate lang. Zamar is 4 of 4 from the free throw line at double digits na nito.
Yes, he's played very well together with Ebundo for Cafe France, combining for 27 points already.
12 ang ginagawa na ni Zamar. Underneath, tansin ko, nasupalpal.
Ebundo. Again.
Diba? Siya na naman, ano? 48-33, 7 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Zamar, saan siya pupunta? Villa Hermosa for 3. At hindi pa nakikita ni Marang target. At patapos na ang ating first half na mangkunang malaki. 15 itong kupunan ng Cafe France Bakers led by this guy here, Rod Ebondo. Nung unang part ng ating first half, kumayod sa ilalim, getting those nice passes, scoring underneath, defending the rim as well, hitting a 3. And so far, meron siyang kabuuan na 15 puntos. 48-33 ang ating score, 15 ang abante ng Bakers. We'll be right back.
Paul Zamar off the bench, Heruta off the bench. Those three players really stepping it up for Cafe France.
So the burden of adjustment nandito po sa BDO. Let's see if Javelona and the rest of the crew can climb back or makabalik sa larong ito.
And Javelona's going to need some help. He has 9 points, so he needs other guys to help him to scoring. Meanwhile, you saw Ebundo again out of nowhere, just flying, skying in for that big rebound.
Bakers. Empty possession on that. 1/3 quarter. Nag-umpisa na po. Leak out play. And that's good. Great finish by JJ. Javelona.
Na naman. Pasahan nila sa fast break. NU, they had a free throw for the fast break. Sayang, instead of layup, 3 beses yun sa bilang ko. Na turnover ng fast break, but not this time. Perfect execution there.
48-35 ang ating score. Nakalipas na ang unang 44 seconds ng ating third quarter. 8 points para kay JJ at naibaba dito ang kalamangan ng Bakers down to 12.
JJ has to get his game going. Of course, last game nga against yung UP team na yun. Silang dalawa ni Javelon ang kumana para sa BDO team. But today, medyo quiet pa siya sa first half. So at least a good start for him in the third quarter.
Sticking to their zone defense, itong BDO NU. At nagbunga yan dahil naagaw nila ang bola. Leak out pass. Hindi makadalawang sunod yung connection ng Javelona at Alejandro.
Yun yung mga sinasabi ko, Chico. Hindi naman kailangan. Good intention by Javelon, but that was a bit of a tough pass to make. Would have been a tough catch anyway. So yung mga ganun, sayang na opportunity yun eh. Kasi ang hirap na nga i-stop yung Cafe France. They were shooting 50% basically in the first half.
Quickly nag-apologize si Javelona to the bench. Meantime, Heruta hit one in the first half. No problem yet.
Easy guy na sinabi mo. Third three-pointer already for Heruta. And shot that with confidence. May challenge pa yun.
He has 9 points, but more than that, umangat muli ang kalamangan dito ng Cafe France sa 15, 51-36. Ebondo natawagan ng personal foul. So mananatili ang bola dito sa kupunan ng BDO with 18 on the shot clock. Alejandro. Perez has it.
Not a good idea.
Hinapit niya. Nasupalpal tuloy ni Ebondo. Herutan, nice pass. But Manlangit couldn't finish.
Like I said a while ago, Perez, the jump shot,
Two free throws for Joseph Manlangit.
respect. Shoot over him again, or try to shoot over him, and he's gonna challenge that.
Manlangit on the line. Pasukin muna tabang hinintay natin ang pangalawa ni Manlangit. Bato namin kayo dito kay Carla Lizardo. Carla?
Chicky and Charles, we all know that the first half was all about Rod Ebundo taking charge of the game. So during the halftime huddle ng NUBDO, puro defensive reminders ang binigay ni Coach Eric Altamirano. Dahil wala nga silang aroga, sinasabi lang niya, collective team effort tayo dapat to stop Ebundo at huwag kayong manggigigil sa depensa at opensa ninyo. Balik sa inyo.
Maraming salamat, Carla. So far, nakikita naman natin. Walang pangigigil except for those leak out pass kanina na sa tingin natin medyo pinilit ng kaunti. But apart from that, I think they're doing a good job. Yun nga lang, talagang saksakan din ang ganda ng laro nitong Cafe France.
Like yung mga ganun, ganda ng execution pass ni Havilona dyan kay
Yes.
Perez, nakakuha ng foul a couple of times. May switch, napapasa nila sa mismatch to the post to attack. But, you know, you have to give credit also to Cafe France. They're just playing well. They're hitting their outside shots. They've made more three-pointers than NU.
Yung Mintis ni Perez, sa second free throw shot, nakapunta kay Salem ang rebound at naipasok yan. May 8 points si Matthew. 52-39. Cafe France pa rin po may kalamangan dito sa ating third period. JJ, look at that pass to Rod. Nawala, pinulot ni Mar. And Villahermosa will be given 2 free throws.
Taking foul to number 22, Tristan Perez, his second. 2 on NU video. 2 free throws
Oras
for
natin,
Mar.
7:46 remaining in the third quarter. And Mar Villahermosa, hindi pa to pinapalad from Rainbow Country. But may kasabihan tayo, the shooter, minsan kailangan na makapag-free throw para makuha lang yung range. As we take a look at Coach Joey Cuanyo and Jeff Napa. Second free throw, Villahermosa. It's good. And he has 3 points. Diputado to Salem. Now Havilona has it. Back to Salem. And that's one step too many.
Kanya, dalawang player pa close out sa kanya, travel tuloy. But I see some confusion also by Cafe France. I see Ebundo calling out sa screen that they should switch. But yung guardian na bumabantay sa ball handler, hindi naman nagsiswitch sa tao niya. So maybe they want to clarify some things a bit because they also were switching a lot earlier in this game.
So they got a good break there.
Yes.
Dun sa error ni Salem sa traveling violation.
Medyo maraming fouls na this quarter. That's 3 fouls
Holding
apiece.
foul number 5,
Both these teams in just 2 minutes and a half.
3 on NU video.
Arim, ipinasok na din pala muli dito after seeing action for only 2 minutes in the first quarter. He's back here in the third. And I think he has the license to shoot.
Oliver Allen for 3.
Nakazone in yung pinalitan siya ni Paul Samar and we saw it was a good stop nga. But Arim showing his coach that, ako rin nakakashoot rin naman ako sa labas.
Kung babalikan mo yung first quarter, siya yung unang attempt eh.
Oo.
It was a good line. He missed it. Nakakita ng parang mismatch si Coach Eka. Hindi na ba siya? Cold off the bench. Hit a 3.
Here, another turnover for NU. That's another turnover this quarter. Kanina nga may fast break turnover, so they're just adding and adding their turnovers.
Heruta for 3. Pero yung offensive rebound, napulot ni Arin. Biggest lead na po ito for Cafe France at 18, 57-39. Aaron, no look pass. Nagbunga yan.
So what can you do? If you're Havilona, laki ng bantay mo.
Biggest lead at 20. 59-39. Perez, poposte yan. Gusto niya yung matchup niya kay Arim. But behind Arim, si Rod nag-aabang.
Oo, ang problema. Libre na si Diputado sa taas. No one even to make that pass already.
4 on NU.
Things that they will have to keep in their minds.
14 seconds on the shot clock.
Pag pumasok ka sa loob, sasalubong sa'yo si Ebondo. Hindi biro yan.
Ralph Tancinco coming in
Tancinco.
for Tristan Perez.
will
Shot
replace
clock at 14
Tristan
seconds.
Perez. 14 to shoot for BDO. 6.5 remaining dito po sa ating third chapter. Avilona.
That's a nice play.
Debut.
Simple down screen to free up you, and he has a really nice stroke. Ganda-ganda. Gandang-ganda ako sa form niya, actually.
First 2 points of debut sa ating laro. Baba sa 18 ang kalamangan ng Bakers, 59-41. Villahermosa directing traffic. Heruta, they go to the corner. Inside is Manlangit. Great defense shown by Tansing. 6:05 ang nalalabi sa third chapter. Diputado, kaharap si Heruta. Avilona out to Diputado. 3 ball. At mailap, no, ang 3-point shot para sa BDO. Adim with the mission. It's good.
Oliver Lowry.
Awkward looking shot yun, pero he got it to drop.
Kalimutan mo na daw yung forma.
Oo nga eh.
Importante pumasok yan.
2 points pa rin yan.
Adim has 5 points. Balik sa 20 ang abante ng Cafe France. 61-41. Salem. Diputado has it. The ball is moving outside. Avilona will be called for the offensive foul.
He knew it too. Good defense by Heruta.
Offensive foul on number 11, Paul Avilona. Timeout,
Coach E,
BDO National
in a
University.
timeout. They're down by 20, 61-41. We'll be right back.
Versus the AMA online education. In second game follows at 4 o'clock p.m.
It's a beautiful day for basketball. And we got a good crowd here at the YNARES Sports Arena. Para po sa pang-apat na araw ng kompetisyon sa pang-anim na season ng PBA D-League. Chicky Reyes po kasama si Coach Charles Tio at a lot of reasons to smile. Pagkat we are excited to be covering this great league sapagkat ito ang magiging, is that Melissa Going? Siya nga yata yun, ano? No? That's Melissa Going. Am I right?
Sorry, I have no idea.
The great libero.
Sino kaya pinapanood niya?
Malalaman natin din mamaya. Tatalangin natin yan.
Martin Hermosa for 3.
Anong sabi ko? Hermosa, hinahanap yung target. Nag-free throw.
Oo,
Nakuha na.
nakuha yung rhythm, yung stroke niya.
Underneath.
Ganda ng execution. Kanina
Alton Zico for Matthew Salem.
Any team, they have gotten that a few times and they're executing it very well again.
But Coach Charles, alam ko palagi natin sinasabi ito. I'm seeing good movement now from BDO National University, but they cannot keep exchanging baskets against Cafe France.
They need to get stops. They can't let Heruta get in the lane like that and find Cruz. Buti na lang, traveling ang natawag doon ng referee. But
Mapabuntongin niya ka dyan. Wow, buti na lang na-traveling. Okay, more of the D-League. Sa February 2 po, balik tayo ng San Manarina, Phoenix kontra AMA. Second game, Kaida kontra Wangs Ball Club. Merong airing date po, February 3. So kung wala po kayong ginagawa, kita-kita tayo sa may San Juan. February 2. Cedric. Out to Matthew. 3 ball. Empty possession there. Oras po natin, a little over 4 minutes remaining sa third quarter. They're moving the ball, however, may pito away from the ball.
Pushing foul on number 25, Robin Rondo.
So natawagan ng foul si Rondo.
Mohamed Salim coming in for Matthew Salem.
64-43. 21 ang abante dito ng Cafe France. The biggest was at 23 points. Arim. 7 to shoot. Mar has the ball. They go to Brian. 3 ball, in and out. At yung second serving ni Rod Ebondo.
sarap talaga kung may kakambing kang Ibundo.
Guzman
Tira ka na sa tira kung
Alton
hindi
Zico
yung
his
rebound.
second, 5 on NU BDO.
Will take care of the board.
2 free throws for
Lalo na
Bob
kasi
Brigham.
defense yung NU, no nobody there to box him out. So there's nobody matched up with him. Although they have to do a better job locating him. You can't just let him do that. Of course, easier said than done. Kasi kahit naka-box out ka, tatalinin ka niya. Pero he had no resistance there.
Casino is back in. Mapaltan muna si Arim. At puro high five nakita ko pagpunta ni Arim sa bench. And he served his purpose.
Yes, quality minutes siya. Naka 5 points siya all in this quarter. Make that 6 points. And 5 points na.
Tama ba? 5 puntos. Ano?
Oh, 5 puntos. Meanwhile, Ebondo with 19 big points already in this game.
66-43. Balik sa biggest lead at 23. Meron po tayong timeout dito. Kami magbabalik. Mabalik po ang aksyon dito sa YNARES Sports Arena. Para po sa inyong PBA League Aspirants Cup. Bakbakan po ito ng Cafe Fans, Fakers at ng BDO National University. Cedric with the ball. Atake ni labing isa. Yung pasa. Hindi siya nagkaabuyan doon.
Good defense again by Cafe Fans. Kita mo, walang open lane at all for BDO.
Dito sa third quarter, kasamang Charles, nakaka-18 points na ang Cafe France habang ang BDO nakaka-10 puntos pa lang. So another big quarter para dito sa Bakers as Brian Cruz. Hit that jumper, may 9 points siya. Pinakamalaki na to at 25 points. Talking about the lead of Cafe France. Tight pass by Yu. At tinrabaho naman yan sa ilalim.
Good catch by Salim. Daming player nun. Tatlong player na able to catch and still control that ball.
68-43, baba, 68-45. Baba sa 23 ang kalamangan dito ng Bakers. Under 3 minutes remaining the third chapter. We have a timeout. At patuloy pa rin pong aksyon ng inyong PBA D-League Aspirants Cup dito po sa Action TV. At nami-miss dito ng BDO ang services ni Alfred Aroga.
Without a doubt, especially with the way Ebondo is playing. Grabe talaga. When you have a guy like Aroga who, despite struggling, and you could say he struggled in the first game, but he still had 10 points and 8 rebounds, diba? So take a look at the schedule of Cafe France. No easy teams there.
Maganda yan. Yung UP Jamliner
Oo.
and Kaida Tiles, dalawang mabigat na teams. So matetest sila dito.
Oh, UP Jam Niger also being this BDO and team. They have a good mix of mga young players, may mga veteran. Raymond Aguilar, former NB players there, had a big game in that win. And of course, Kevin Ferrer.
Alam mo yung UP Jamliner nga, nung na-cover ko yun yung second game nila, hindi mo alam sinong babantayan. You have Desideri, you have Ferrer, Raymond Aguilar, to name a few.
Yes.
Now, it would be interesting pag nagsalpo ka na yung mga league leaders. Mintis dito yung bonus free throw ni Salim. So 68-45 pa rin ang ating talaan dito. 23 ang abante ng Bakers. Villahermosa. Kick out to Cruz. Hit one earlier. At nakalawit rebound. Napunta kay Tansinko. Labing isa. Setting the table. That's a mismatch here. Crossover. Corner. Ronyo will hit it.
Robin Ronyo for three.
Isa to get past his defender, draw some attention, and find the corner shooter.
Baba sa 20 ang abante ng Bakers. 68-48. With 2:17 remaining in the third. At matatawagan ng foul si Ronyo. At kung di ako nagkakamali, may warning pa yan.
Oh, kasi kanina pa siya umaangal eh.
Sabi ni referee Ubina, teka lang ha.
Coach Eric also not happy with that call.
Foul on number 25, Robin Ronyo, penalty. Warning on number 25, Robin Ronyo for resentment to a call.
Baka nagtataka kayo, napaka-strict naman dito sa D-League. Remember, maliban sa oras na 40 minutes ang ating laro, everything else, pareho sa PBA.
Two free throws for
For a lot of players to
Tinitrain
adjust to the
natin
rules. Oo.
In fact, hindi lang sa player yan ha. Sa referees.
Oh, exactly. Now, these guys, these
Ball
referees,
Sauer coming in for Mar Villahermosa.
the higher ups of the PBA are watching them, and it's
Yes.
their chance to show that, okay, maybe they can be called up to officiate in the PBA.
At and I would like to say also, partner, pati sa coverage team, sa atin,
Oo.
yung nagko-cover, tinitrain din tayo dito para kung umangat kami doon o mag-cover kami ng game doon, it has to be the same quality. 70-48, 22. Ang kalamangan ng Cafe France. Cedric. Shot block baba sa 7. Labing isa, tatapingan dito ni Zamar. And Paul will wait. Nope, inside pass. Oh, that's a miss. Second serving, hindi pa rin may pass ni Celso.
Get na ng pass ni Paul Zamar doon. Ako, sayang. Wasted opportunity there for Cafe France. But when you're up by 22, okay lang. You can just smile about it. But you get the ball back anyways.
May luxury to make those mistakes. Pero kita mo si Coach Egay, parang hindi sila lamang ng 22, nakatayo pa rin.
Oo, hindi pa rin nakasmile.
Hingiti yan pagka final buzzer, tapos sila pa namin. Cruz!
That's a
Taking
pass from Brian
advantage
Cruz.
of that mismatch kontra kay Salim.
Foul number
Continuing his
14,
solid
Mohamed
game.
Salim is third.
11 points na siya ngayon.
Bonus free throw for Brian Cruz.
And to think he started the game getting 2 quick fouls.
Oo.
Pero binaliwala niya, hindi na iniisip yan. And instead went to work and continues to work dito sa larong ito. Bonus free throw, yun nga lang. Short on that one. 72-48, balik sa 24 ang abante ng Cafe France. Ronyo. Labas kay labing isa. Shot clock, nasa 10. Ronyo for 3. Medyo siyang bright spot ng video.
Back-to-back threes already for Ronyo in this quarter.
6 points under his name. Nakita ko to kanina during bago mag-warm up yung dalawang teams. He was shooting around already. Heruta hoping there was a whistle.
Alvin Abundo coming in for
Swerte
Iro
ng Cafe
Nicola.
France sapagkat kanila pa rin ang bola. So si Heruta will take a breather. Papalitan siya ni Alvin Abundo. And kung mapapansin mo, parang nakalimutan natin si Rod Ebondo. Hindi na muna ginagamit dito.
They can afford to rest him right now. By 20, he's doing his damage anyways. Make that up by 24
Jake Casino
now.
for three.
So everyone nag-aambang
Oo.
para sa Cafe France. 5 points for Casino. 75-51 is our
Foul
score.
number 11, Jake Casino penalty.
Casino
Second foul on
natawagan
Jake
ng foul.
Casino.
So labing isa will be given.
2 free throws for Cedric Lamiguisa.
Cedric on the line. Under a minute remaining. Third chapter. First is out. So
Jason Lupiso coming
things
in
not
for
falling into
Joseph
place.
Celso.
Oh, down ka na nga ng 24, di mo pa ma-shoot yung free throws mo. So, every point counts at this moment. You want to bring the lead down as much as you can.
Minsan may like the 3 ball of Ron. Papasok. But pagbalik nila, it would be an empty possession. So I think it's the consistency
Yes.
of putting that ball inside the hoop.
Oh, at saka nakatingin na si Ronnie, pero nabawi naman kaagad ng Cafe France. Gusto nila po,
75-52. Good ball movement. Casino will try the corner.
Jake
They're
Casino.
acknowledging their shooters, talking about Cafe France.
Ganda ng pasa ni Carl Brian Cruz. Actually, he was already down low, pero nakita niya na libre nga si Casino. Agad-agad pinasa doon. Fireball to the corner.
7 points for Casino. 25 ang abante ng Cafe France. 37 seconds remaining here in the third chapter. Dave with the ball. Hingga dito kay Cedric. Labing isa, going one-on-one. Goes with a long two. That's good.
Cedric Lamiguisa.
Alam mo dito, Coach Charles, na ipapasok ng BDO, but I think they're relying, my observation, the past few baskets, one-on-one plays.
Yes, one place by Labing Isa, who's actually doing a good job naman breaking down his defender. Pero medyo nawawala na nga yung ball movement nila.
Dito naman sa kabila, they're acknowledging their shooters.
Jake Casino for three.
And the guards are doing the damage.
Oh, this guy's hot. He just hit 3 3-pointers in a row.
10
And yun,
points na yan. Si Zamar pa,
Paul Samar.
nakakawa ng steal, naipasok pa yan. At namagana itong kalamangan dito ng Cafe France. 82-54 ang ating score. 28 ang kanilang abante. Sa third quarter po yan. Some of the highlights here. Inumpisa ni Aaron Heruta. Yung kanilang 3 ball. Tapos yan, of course, Rod scoring underneath.
for sure.
But don't forget people like Oliver Arim, wild as it may look, pero nag-aambag para sa Cafe France. 82-54 ang ating score, fourth quarter po sa aming pagbabalik. Set ng BDO National University and Coach Charles. I'm looking at the third quarter production ng both teams. Magandang laro ng NU pero saksakan ng ganda.
Oh, and they're carrying it over the fourth quarter. You allow 34 points in that third quarter. If you're NU, that's just too much. Really unacceptable. Don't forget, 10-minute quarter lang ito. Halos score na yun sa isang half eh. I mean, mas marami pa nga yun nung sa score ng NU after 2 quarters.
NU finishing with 33. Mas yung third quarter output na. Kaya nang nabanggit ni Coach Charles. Pero Cafe France, 34. Tapos, hindi na pa si Ali na po ng mga weak outlays.
That was also caused because Javelona forced it. He had the open guy, should have made that pass. Instead, tough shot, miss. Takbo na naman yung Cafe France.
Now, Salem hit the 3. Mabasa 29. Pero umangat na ng 28 yan. In fact, higit 30 pa yan. Umabot ng 32. Yung biggest lead. Good defense. Pinato ng BDO NU. Javelona, 3 ball. It's out. Ball goes back to the blue shirts. Zamar. Finding Cruz. Good pass. Good finish by JJ.
Good pass there by Perez. Recognizing Alejandro, who always seems to want to be streaking out for that layup.
10 points for JJ. 86-59, still a comfortable lead para dito sa Cafe France Bakers. Abundo to the corner. That's short. At bago pa makatakbo itong BDO, good foul naman ang binitawan ng Cafe France.
Taking foul on number 18, Brian Cruz.
Cruz ang matatawagan ng
JJ
kanyang
Magami
pangalawang foul.
coming in for Brian Cruz.
Coach Egay has the luxury now of mixing it up.
Nice luxury for him to have na si Carl Brian Cruz was, even coming off the bench, si Manlangit pa yung starter niya, di ba? So, deep team din talaga itong Cafe France. Perez misses a gimme.
Kung nakita ni Perez na parang kaya niyang mamain ng kaunti kung si Manlangit, medyo nanggigil in that attempt. So, ang bola babalik dito sa Cafe France. Casino. Zamar. Casino will try again. Heat check.
Kung na-shoot na yun, ewan ko na lang.
11. Tapang na drive. Isahan si Manlangit.
I think he has been playing well also off the bench. Much better than Diputado.
9 points for Cedric. Zamar. Mamili ka ng poison mo. Casino, Zamar.
Lahat talaga sumushoot. But Alejandro again leaking out after that basket for
Basket counts for JJ Alejandro.
Now, if you're gonna look
Was your foul on number 11, JJ Casino is third, 2-1 Bakers. Bonus free throw for JJ Alejandro.
Every time they do something, people like Zamar or Casino will break their backs, hit the 3, at baba ulit ang balikat ng BDO.
dami nang tumitira ng 3 points kasi para sa Cafe France. Iba-ibang players really.
13 puntos para kay JJ Alejandro. Bakers on the attack. Zamar. Back rim. And look at Manlangit together with Abundo trying to battle for that offensive board. And it paid off. Manila pa bola with 14 on the clock. Meantime, may report ang ating courtside reporter na si Carla. Carla Maria.
Despite the huge lead of Cafe France coming into the fourth quarter, kalmado ang huddle ng NUBDO. You can really tell that they're trying to learn from this experience. Coach Eric Altamirano simply looked at the scoreboard and told the team to forget all about that. Ang importante lang ay ipagpatuloy nila ang kanilang individual efforts to score. Balik sa inyo, Chekian Charles.
Matanong ko lang sa iyo, Carl, nung nagpunta ka dun sa bench, sabi mo, down dito ang BDO NU. Nung sinabi ni Coach na kalmado lang, how did the players respond? Okay ba sila in spite of this big deficit?
Actually, it was interesting dahil nang hindi pa sila nag-huddle, parang they were making an effort to make each other laugh. I guess just to keep things light, na hindi sila ma-pressure that they're down by such a huge deficit. So parang nagtutulungan sila when it comes to their mental game.
Oh, maraming salamat. Great report coming from Carla. Lizardo. Early in the tournament,
Sam Boyd
may
Rivera
kasabihan
coming in
tayo,
for Jason
mas
Piso.
mabuti ngayon para matalo.
Oo.
Kesa sa
Rodrigo
dulo,
Bondo
kailan
for
importante na.
JJ
It's good to
Manlaki.
know, that they're at least trying to make something out of it. But as a competitor, you hate to lose, much less by this much. It's a bit of an
Yes.
embarrassment. But at the same time, like we said nga earlier, I mean, I think they're just preparing. They're looking at the big picture. This is one game. Wala nga yung one of their best players na si Alfred Aroga. So they're just going to get better. They have to try to learn from this game. Whatever mistakes they've had, miscues nila and lapses, I'm sure Coach Eric will point that out.
And if you look at the coaching staff, nitong BDO National University, apart from Coach Eric, you have Joey Cuanyo, Jeff Napa, of course, the other Altamirano, anak ni Coach Eric. Nandyan din si Vic Icasiano. These are known coaches
Yes.
sa amateur ranks. And I'm sure, pagbalik nila sa kanilang drawing board, mapapag-usapan, maa-address lahat yan. Bakers still up in this game. They're moving the ball, finding the best option. Abundo will try. And Casino will get the offensive board. Muling chapter na po natin ito sa kanilang bakbakan. 6 to shoot. Samar from the parking
Paul
lot.
Samar for three.
Long range. That was far. And he's continuing his hot shooting today. 20 points already.
Wow!
Off the bench, ah.
Kung titingnan mo, hindi parang under the radar lang si Paul Samar.
Nothing flashy with this game.
Matthew Saylor.
Kasi ito, nakakuha ng foul si Salen.
At
Foul number 11,
medyo
Casino.
sharp yung look itong si Matthew Salem dito.
Referee Manalo coming in for
Parang
Saylor.
sinahod siya. Basic and undercut
Debut
there.
for Paul Capilano.
So Salem will be given a bonus free throw.
Bonus free throw for Matthew Saylor.
92-67.
Salem pala.
Salem.
Salen pa.
Sabi ko sa'yo, yung Salem tsaka yung Salim.
Oo nga eh.
Forgivable yan.
Sige na nga.
Oo.
Salem.
Ebondo, Abundo. Hindi mo mapagkakamali yung Q tsaka Reyes.
Tama. Parang yung mga sa atin niya dati. Yung nga lang, Cristi and Dai Reyes.
Oo nga eh.
Sander de Leon.
Samboy, nag-aambag din dito sa Coastal Bakers.
Kahit sino, parang sa Cafe France eh. Kahit sino pala rin ni Coach Egay, gumagawa talaga.
Big 26-point lead. Perez underneath.
Nice try. Again, Segundo.
Alvin. Samboy will try from Rainbow Can. Oh, that's an air ball for Samboy.
Ayaw talaga para sa kanya.
Richie
His
Ginitaran
outside shot.
coming in for
Really,
Alvin Abundo.
they just haven't been falling.
Luxury for Coach Egay to use other players.
Oh, 1 for 9 na pala. Samboy de Leon from the field.
Ginitaran, ipinasok na dito ni Coach Egay. Fresh pero flag.
JJ Alejandro.
Sinamantala ni JJ Alejandro yan.
And look at Ebondo. You're up by 24 points. And he's still getting mad at his teammate for just allowing that guy to drive so easily.
94-70. That's a miss by Ginitaran. Diputado on the other end. Salem for the three. That's good for
Matthew
Matthew.
Saylor for
That's a
three.
nice touch. That's tough also. The transition just stopping there and getting that pass to knock it down. 17 points now for Salem. One of the few bright spots for this BDO team together with Alejandro and Avelona.
Almost a steal by Salem. Pero sa kabila,
Paul Samar.
kalmadong-kalmado si Zamar. 22 points already. At si Alejandro will be called for the offensive foul. Zamar with the basket. Zamar with the
Offensive
foul.
foul on number
He's
7,
doing it all.
JJ
You have to
Alejandro.
appreciate the effort.
Ralph
of
Tansico
Samar.
coming in for Tristan Perez. Brian Cruz for Rodrigo Bondo.
So Brian Cruz balik muli dito sa ating laro. Joining him are De Leon, Ginitaran,
Mohamed Salim for JJ Alejandro.
Samar, and Casino. Sa kabila naman, it's Hugh, Diputado, Salem, Salim, and Tansinko. Kanina sabi niya sa
Samboy
akin,
de Leon
kailangan
for
mabawi
three.
yung airball.
Oh, nabawi na rin naman yan.
5 points
Yeah, 5 points.
for Samboy. 26 ang abante ng Cafe France. Diputado, score na tayo.
At least the point guards of any diputado or labing isa, pag nag-switch sa kanila yung big man, na-atake naman nila like that time. He was able to get the layup. Of course, wala na si Ibundo sa floor, so that's one less line of defense that he has to go through.
24 ang abante. De Leon.
Jump
Gawa
ball.
ng bola with Matthew Salem. It's a jump ball. On your clock, it's all threes. 3-3, 3-3.
Oo nga, no? Galing ah.
3:33.3 remaining in this ball game. Jump ball, nanalo dyan si Samboy, pero may tatawag dito na foul.
Mawi raw.
First ball foul, number 6, Samboy de Leon, his second 5 Wanamaker.
Pag tinalunan mo yung ka-jump ball,
Oh, hindi, at saka yung kamay raw. Pinalo raw niya yung kamay.
para makuha yung
Oo,
bola.
tinapik.
Yung mga tricks.
Yeah. Problema, the referees were on top of that. And penalty pa sila. So 2 free throws for Salem.
99-75. At narinig ko yung buzzer. They are correcting themselves. So,
5 team fouls pa lang kasi. Mali
Di pa
kasi yung
penalty.
scoreboard kanina. So no free throws yet. Should be a sideline inbound.
so ang bola dito po sa BDO National University, they're down by 24, 99-75 with 3:32 remaining on the clock. Diputado, siya maghahain ng lamesa rito. Ginitaran ng kanyang kamatchup. Shot clock baba sa 14. Dave. Pasa kay Salim at matatawagan ng foul sa Ginitaran.
Yan, free throws.
First foul, number 7, Rich Ginitaran, penalty. First foul, Rich Ginitaran.
Maraming pag-uusapan dito ang video when they go back.
2 free throws for Mohammed Salim.
But you have to look at their team also. They only have 10 players in uniform compared to a lot of other teams that have much more players. They're missing their best player. Not that I'm making excuses for them, but they're undermanned today and they're missing a guy who possibly could match up with Ibundo. So malaking bagay talaga yun. But despite that, they still had so many turnovers, which you just can't have. You're not going to win a game turning the ball over like they did.
Lane violations.
Napag-usapan natin yung quarter scoring kanina. Start of ating fourth quarter. Pumutok nga ang Cafe France ng 34 points yung third. Pero tama ba ako, Coach Charles, in saying na nagkaroon ng diferensya talaga ng second quarter nung pumukpok
Yes.
itong si Rod Ebondo, and they scored 27 points in that quarter.
So yun na nga, it was 26 all at one point in that quarter, and then they closed out the quarter with a 22-7. Basically, they broke the game wide open, and it's tough to come back from a 15-point deficit. And then, sa third quarter, tuloy-tuloy pa yung init ng Cafe France. I mean, they scored 34 points in that quarter, so it was just tough and downhill for BDO the rest of the way.
Tapos ang napansin ko rin nun, the baskets came easy for Cafe France.
Oo.
Pero sa BDO, minsan one-shot offense,
Samboy de Leon.
they would almost literally bleed for their points.
They had to work for everything. Yung Cafe France, kahit sino yung pasok ni Coach Egay, gumagawa. And then you have guys like ito, si Casino, hitting those three-pointers, really everything just falling for Cafe France. And if it wasn't Casino, then it became Paul Samar hitting the shots.
Lumampas na ng 100 mark ang Cafe France. Kanilang kalamangan po, 26, 103-77.
And you see, they scored 103 points in 37 minutes, diba? 37 and a half. Grabe.
Sa PBA nga, hirap tayo minsan umabot ng mahigit 100. 48 minutes pa yan.
And you look at the finals, minsan overtime na nga, doon pa lang sila nakaka-80 pointer. It's tough.
Rich Ginitaran.
Minsan may overtime pa sa PBA hanggang 80 lang.
Diba nga?
Ginitaran, banag ang bag yun dito. Hitting that 3 ball.
Ayun, tapos yung mga tira ng video, yun na. Shoot na, lalabas pa. Buti na lang, nakuha ni Salim. Finishing again, his left hand.
So mga top 29 yung kalamangan, binaba ngayon sa 27.
Bonus free throw for Mohammed Salim.
Well, like we said earlier, may quotient nga rin naman to. So,
Yes.
no matter what, you have to just try and play hard to trim the lead a bit, trim your loss down.
Bonus free throw na ipasok ni Salim. They have 80 points. He has 7 points. Pero 26 pa rin ang kapasok ng Cafe France as we enter the twilight zone. Samboy. Casino, the hot hand kanina para sa Cafe France. Tatlong sunod, tatlong dikit-dikit na 3-point shots ang binitawan. And parang walang favorite spot, ano? Parang any spot.
Off the dribble, catch and shoot rin. Yun, nagawa niya.
Ginitaran will be called for steps. Now, people like Ginitaran, good opportunity to show what you can do. Nabibigyan ng playing time dito and he's responding dito sa challenge, of course, marching orders ni Coach Egay.
You know, out of all the players of Cafe France na nakalaro, isa lang ang hindi nakascore.
Second pass for Ralph Cinco.
Didn't really play too much, but everybody really scoring and putting up points. So, it just goes to show how balanced the team is.
At big plus yan as you go deep into the tournament. Pag alam mo na yung lahat ng player mo at least nakatikim or na-feel nyo na how it is to score and shoot that ball in the hoop.
They have the confidence also, and you know, not everybody's gonna have a good game at the same day.
Yes.
These guys are not yet pros. Casino again hitting another shot, pero you know, some guys are due for bad game. And it's important to have a deep bench that knows that they can help.
108-82. 26 pa rin ang abante, baba sa 24. 108-84. With a little over a minute remaining in the game. 8 points for Tancinco. And I guess it's safe to say that Cafe France will go 2-0 sa ating earlier stage ng torneo at ang BDO National University will get their second setback. Second
48
defeat.
seconds on the shot clock.
Yeah, I don't think even a miracle will help them at
Wala
this
na.
point.
Oo. Pero Coach Charles, I always ask this sa mga analysts, in spite of this big 24-point deficit, anything positive na nakita mo dito sa nilaro ng National University?
Actually, I saw a lot of nice half-court execution from them, hitting the rollers, yung high-low from the big guys. So, you know, those are things to build on. May mga nice na execution, fast breaks sila.
2 free throws for Ref Diputado.
Cafe France just played better than them today. They had so many different guys contributing, of course. And you probably forced to a zone defense more than they wanted because nga andyan si Ebondo and wala si Aroga. But you know, there were a few bright spots also, like itong si Salem really playing one of his better games for them. So that will give them some confidence.
So maraming pwedeng pagugutan. No, may instead of looking at the glass half empty, something positive. At gaya ng nasabi ko early in the tournament, okay na na-experience yung talo. But tama ka rin, ano? There should come a point that you have to make sure that that monkey gets off your back.
Ryan Rivers from Baltimore.
Made the case that they could have won that first game nga against yung UP team na yun. Pero hindi. Talo sila. And now, it's time for them to start winning because you're 0-2 nga. It's a short tournament because every team is just gonna play each other once. Although, 8 teams naman ang papasok. But still, you want to try and at least get the top 4 para mas magandang chance mo na makapasok ka sa semifinals.
22 ticks ang nalalabi, sabi ni Brian Cruz kay Samboy, pag mo itira, Paul Zamor will dribble this one out. And good show of respect then.
Making sure na yung younger teammate niya, baka itira pa. Sabi, hindi, wag na. We're up. No, this is enough.
Sigurado lang, parang sigurado lang. So, tama ba math ko? It's a 24-point win.
24 second shot clock
Para sa
violation.
kupunan ng Cafe France. But more than the winning margin, that might come in handy pagdating ng quotient system in case magkatabla-tabla ang mga team standings. Itong Cafe France, they're sending a very loud message to all the other 8 teams. We are ready to compete.
Yes, and I think this was an impressive win. Although, we've been mentioning na wala nga si Aroga for
It's
the
at the end of the ball.
but this is a tougher test than their first game against the Mindanao Aguilas where they just really ran them out of the place. And you can say that, okay, they are the better team, but this NU team is well coached. They have a lot of good players also, so, you know, a better win for Cafe France.